Hi, I'm Doug Jones at Buyers Realty, and these are 10 things that you might consider when you're selling your home. These are 10 considerations that you're going to be asked or need to think about. And the first, you're selling your home, you're going to list your house, is do you have to have a sign? You know, you go by neighborhoods, there's these signs in the yard. The answer is no, you do not have to have a sign. However, I will tell you on 2 occasions in my career, I've been in the yard putting a sign up, and a realtor drove by with customers the minute I was doing that, and we sold the house to those people. So signs can work and do work. Do you have to have an open house? The answer again is no. A lot of times open houses are for the realtor's benefit because they got their name and signs all over the place. But open houses do sell as well, and they are good, but you do not have to have one. The multiple listing service, the MLS. Do you have to have your listing on the MLS? Now this one gets tricky. You really don't have to, but the realtor has to do some hoops, talk to the MLS, and it makes a good sense to be on there because this is where 99% chance this is where the customer is going to come from. The realtors have got customers, and they've got customers looking for houses, and when it's listed on the multiple listing service, realtors can find you easily, find your house easily. When you start to move the day you do the listing. Most people are not organized. And you know, you can't believe how many times we have to extend a move, or they're not prepared, or they just didn't think it was going to come out as fast as it did. So start to move, start to pack, start to make plans to move the day you list your house. Property inspection. We recommend property inspection up front. When we list a house, we get a property inspection immediately. Why? Because that is going to solve a lot of problems down the road. It's going to fix a lot of problems before they ever become problems. Because if you wait until the buyer gets a property inspection, there may be things in there you don't know about. And now you're back to the renegotiating table. So it's a good idea to get a property inspection right up front. Again, not required, but highly recommended. Highly recommended. Disclosures. Real estate has lots of paper, just tons of paperwork. As a seller, you're going to disclose all kinds of things that you know about that house. And what we do is we take all the disclosures that you sign as the seller, and we post those on the MLS. So we're assuming you have the MLS, and we post them on there because then the other realtor and the potential buyers can see those up front, and we also request that they be signed when an offer is made. So that takes care of a lot of the paperwork up front. Termite report. In California, a lot of houses have termites. And you know, you don't see them, you're not aware of them. A lot of times they have termites. What we normally do in our company, we don't recommend, unless it's really obvious, we don't recommend getting a termite report up front when you're selling unless the property inspector says, hey look, you might want to get a termite report. Well, maybe the property inspectors might say, you want to get a roof report too. And if that property inspector says that, we let the customer know, we let the seller know, and we talk about it, and we may want to go ahead and get that report because termite damage can be from $5,000 to $50,000. It can be very expensive. Lockbox. Do you need a lockbox in your house? The answer again is no. A lot of people don't want people going to their house when they're not there. You determine when the house can be seen, whether it can be seen in open house, when it can be seen, what time of day it can be seen, who can see it, and a lockbox is not mandatory. You do not have to have a lockbox. Sometimes that makes sense, especially if the house is empty. That makes a lot of sense because it's easier to show the house. You do want to make the house easy to show. That's something very important. Cost to sell. How much is it going to cost me to sell my house? Well, we, and I think probably many realtors, give a net sheet to the seller. We give a net sheet, it's a professional net sheet, and it's really accurate. And it has all the fees, all the title fees, all of the escrow fees, all of the county transfer, if there's a city transfer, it gives all those fees. Roughly, the cost is going to be roughly between 8.5% and maybe 9.5% of the gross sale. Because as a seller, you're also paying the real estate commission for both realtors, or all the realtors. And then last, photography. Photos of the house. I recommend professional photographers. I've seen houses on the MLS that we don't even take customers to see because the photography is so bad, the photos are so bad, you can't see the house. And it comes across with the idea that if they didn't care that much about the house at all, then it's probably not going to be in good shape. And you know something, I say that, but that has been proved to us over the years. Those people who take time to have a professional photographer, and we take care of that, have a professional photographer, make sure the photos are really good, really sell the house, that's what we want to do. So, but you don't have to have it again. So the answer in everything is no. Almost everything's no. But the answer to everything is you really want to consider these things because a lot of them are good ideas. But you, as a seller, have the choice. You are in the driver's seat. And then we as realtors are going to help you as much as we can to make this transaction easy and explain everything that put on the board to you. So my name is Doug Jones. I'm with Buyers Realty. And if I can ever give you any help, just give me a call. Give me a call and I'll be glad to answer any of your questions.